Hello and welcome to Nanny Moon's Crochet. My name's Sally and it's the 8th of July 2024, episode 26. And I'd like to say hello to all my new subscribers and hello to everyone that watches every week. Warm welcome to you all. I don't seem to have much to show you this week. I've got 3 things, but I think in between I've got my Wake Up Your Whips Wednesday as well, so I don't know, I just don't seem to have achieved much this week. I don't know, you sometimes get that feeling, don't you? I think some weeks you seem to have just got loads and then other weeks you haven't. Anyway, excuse me, I'm going to start with Natasha from Hooks and Stitches. Hi Natasha. She's got a crochet along that I'm joining in with her, and every week she's choosing two squares. They're 3D granny squares. There's 100 all in total, but she'll choose 2 a week on a Monday, and we've been getting them done. Some of them have been straightforward and some of them have been, I say, a little bit tricky, very tricky. I'd have to say very tricky. We've struggled with some, but we've got through them. We've chatted and done it together and got through. It's a lovely book. It's got all different categories. It's by Katie Moore, Shana Moore and Celine Simon, and it's by David and Charles. But it's got loads of categories. We've got food and drink, fruit and veg, animal magic, wild beasts, under the sea, holidays, mini beasts, flowers, motives, abstract, which is things like the spike stitch, the bobble stitch, popcorn, things like that. Then celebrations, we've got Easter, Christmas, Santa's belt, Rudolph presents, Christmas tree bauble, Easter eggs, and then there's skills and techniques at the back. So anyway, we've been working through oh, excuse me. Oh, I think it's hay fever's making my throat itch a little bit. Last week she chose the panda, which there's the panda, and here's my little fella. Too cute, the little panda. Oh, let me put the book there because I don't want to lose my page. He's got little cheeks. Look, I think the eyes might have been a bit big. They look a little bit evil eyes, but I liked him. He was quite straightforward to do. So that was the panda. And then she also chose flip-flops. But do you see, you've got the flip-flops and then you've got like a bluey colour background. And I was thinking, wasn't sure which colour blue, because I've got navy, I've got baby blue, but this was like, I forget what they call it. It was 31. But in the front, she shows you a chart of all the yarns that they've used, and it's paint box yarns in cotton DK. So the colour, you know, if you want to go by the exact, because we're just using acrylic DK, but this colour, what did they call it? Washed teal. They call it washed teal. So I've got a teal, but it was darker than that. So, and then I thought, well, if you've got flip-flops on, generally it's on the sand. So so I did, which way up is it? So I did my flip-flops on like a sandy, as if they were on the beach. So, you know, although the colours suggest that, I think you can just do your own colours, can't you? So that was my flip-flops. So those two, oh, excuse me. Look at our pile growing now. Look at all these. So when I come to do cushions for the grandchildren, I was thinking the ice lolly look. Wouldn't that be nice with a flip? Oh, upside down with the flip flops. You know, for like a little beachy theme. That's my panda. So we've got a good pile coming there. Really enjoying doing those. Now this week she's already picked, and if you go over to Natasha's channel, Books and Stitches, she'll show you hers and what the cal's all about as well. So this week we have got the bunny to do. That's lovely, isn't it, with the little flowers. We've done a bunny, we've done a rabbit, and he got a blue bow tie, so I think that was more the male version. And then this bunny with the little flowers and the pink is more the female version, so that's nice. And we've also got where are you? We've also got the shark. He looks quite menacing, doesn't he? But I might put a little smile on him. I don't think I like him angry. I should put a little smile. So he's a little friendly shark. Oh dear. So that's that done. I'll get onto the donut buddy cal in a second. But another little thing that I've made this week, because it's some excuse me, because on a Wednesday, my Wake Up My Whips, I'm doing like a Christmas in July thing. I'm working on sleeping whips, but they're Christmas ones, just for July, just for the Christmas in July. So, oh, sorry if you can hear the little children. With our back gardens, my window is to my right. There's a little football field down there. Just, like, I don't know how many yards away, but I can see them. But there's a little infant school, and I think they're having their sports day. So you might hear cheering and mums clapping, but sorry about that. But it's a nice sound, isn't it? Little children having a sports day. Anyway, so sorry if you can hear the little children getting excited. At the beginning of the year, I wanted to. I'm just going to try and show you. I hope I can do. Now, if you look, where am I showing you? Oh, I'm not doing it right. Hang on. Can you see at the top of here? Can you see all of those magazines at the top of there? There's quite a few. I've got more than that as well. We'll put you straight back in the right place. What they are, it's there. I've got one here. I've got them all over the place. They're like, excuse me, stretching. Oh, sorry about that. There, it's like a crochet kit like this, and most of them you get the yarn with them. No. Oh yes, that was this was the one I did a little platypus. That's a teddy bear. I did a little platypus with that kit, but at the beginning of the year I thought, I don't buy them now, but I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, whenever I went into newsagents or a supermarket, I used to pick one up because you got the yarn free. And I know the yarn it's not brilliant, but it's okay if you're just doing a little amigurumi. And then sometimes my husband, if he saw one, he'd pick one up. So some occasions I've got 2 of the same thing. Anyway, I said to myself at the beginning of the year, I wanted to try and get the projects done from the book. Get them, actually not just leave them up there with as they were. I wanted to make them. So as we were sort of July and Christmas in July, I'd got this one. It's issue 47 of Make It Today Crochet Club. And look at him. And it was £9.99, and it's is a 2019 issue. So 5 years I've had that. Just ridiculous. I just can't believe. Anyway, there's a lot of this Santa snowmen, these little penguins, a wreath, and you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got all these 8 balls of yarn with it, and like I said, the little balls like this. Like I said, they're not they're not very soft, but it doesn't really matter, does it? It's still yarn, and you got all these colours. I've got 2 of these, that's why there's a lot left. And you got a hook, but again the hook isn't the best, so I just used a different one. And I liked him on the front cover. Look, they're cute, aren't they? You could do those three little, with that kit you could do those 3, or you can't do all the projects, but you can do one or the other. That was a Santa. I snowmen. I absolutely loved. Where's there's little mice somewhere? Look at these little mice you can make with your kit. Look at those little mice with a little sleigh. Isn't that gorgeous? What put me off was the tiny little arms, and I just thought I'd had enough of doing tiny little anything too small, so I didn't do them. Anyway, let me show you what I've made. It's Benny the Bear. I thought, oh, he'll be cute, Benny the Bear. He looks very cute. So there's little Benny the Bear. Oh, his feet look a bit big. His feet were a lot bigger. So that's him. And then you could either put a pom-pom or a little bell. I thought I did him a little bell. And that's his little hat. How cute is he? Little Benny. So, little bell tinkling. Whoops. So I'm not going to stitch that on because I thought he looks quite cute. I wasn't very good at his smile, but tried to do his little smile. I did put safety eyes in. I think they were 8mm. Yeah, they were 8mm. Because he's probably going to be like a little ornament, or I might just sit him in. Excuse me. I might just sit him in my Christmas tree. Go keeping guard of the other little animals. Because what I thought this year, I have a Christmas tree, and I've got lots of. Oh, it's always assorted colours. I never have a theme. It's full of lots of things, but there's some knitted little stockings and things and little hats. But I thought this year I'm just going to put handmade things on it. So between now and Christmas, when I put my tree up, I think each week I'm going to make little Christmassy things, so that I've got plenty so it can just be a homemade Christmas tree. So that's him. He made him ever so quickly. He worked up ever so quick, and like I said, the yarn was a little bit sort of not scratchy. It was okay, but it was. I say it was free, but I paid $9.99 for the magazine. So, but I've got them anyway. I've got loads there, and I've still got some down here. So it was just I wanted to just work through the magazines, and so the spare yarn, I'm going to put it all together, and I'll just keep it for amigurumis. I'm not going to put it in my scrap bucket of DK, because if I do a scrappy Afghan or a scrappy something or other, it's a bit too harsh to go in there. So I'm going to keep all these in a separate bucket, and then I can just might roll them all the little bits into one big colourful ball, and then do a bigger tutu fant or something, and and have it random colours. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I can put that book away. And the only other thing I've worked on is my donut buddy. Oh, well, I thought, oh, that's not too bad, the chameleon. You know, it was classed as a... Sorry, I'm jumping straight in. I'm doing a crochet along. Now, anybody can join in. You can do one or two or all of them. It's totally up to you. I'm just working through the book. And I know Natasha from Books and Stitches, she's working, so I'll link her channel if you want to see what she's done. Also Litza from Coco's Crochet. She's doing as and when she can, so I'll link her channel so you can see her rhino from last week. And also Saga from Ups Crochet is joining in, and I'll show you what she sent in a minute. But we're working through this Crochet Donut Buddies book. It's 50 easy amigurumi patterns for collectible crochet toys by Rachel Zane, and at the moment it's £13.33. I bought this in 2022, but it's still the same price I think now. And you get tells you all about the yarn and things, and you get a basic donut pattern. So they show you that at the front. So, and then you get to this bit, then you squash it flat, sew up the middle there, stuff it as you go, so you've got your donut, and then you put the icing on. You do this similar again, and you do ink, shaping for the icing. So that's your basic donut pattern. Then and sprinkles. So then you go, just for example, say if we've got the fox. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 donuts. This is the skill level, whether it's easy or difficult. So the fox here, for example, is a 2 donut. So so when you come to the pattern, it'll say follow the basic donut pattern to create the donut base in vintage peach. So if you see down here, they're saying vintage peach for the donuts, and then the icing is copper, omitting the sprinkles. So this bit, but the donut base, you could, I know Saga, hi Saga, she's doing a donut colour, like that sort of colour really, like a beigey colour, because they are donuts. So all of hers she's doing that. So absolutely do them any colour, it really doesn't matter. So yes, it's lovely book. I've had it quite a while. Techniques are in the back, and also in the back it tells you, it says making collections. So it says, remember back to when you were young, what was your favourite thing to collect? Help your child learn ways of grouping donut buddies together so they can make a collection. So they can have a collection of safari animals, a selection of springtime, with flowers and Easter, farm animals, because you've got cows, ducks, sheep, dogs and pigs, so they can make collections, or playing donut games. You can Secret Santa for a fun holiday game. Why not hide different holiday themed donut buddies around the house using the hot and cold method when your children are getting close to finding their prize. And then there's learning to count with them. So in the back it tells you playing donut games. So I thought that was really nice as well. Anyway, last week, to choose them, I made me big bag, my drawstring bag, um, to draw my donuts. Had a bit of a well, there's a little bit of a story about the balls, but that's in not last week but the week before's episode. Anyway, we ended up with these play balls. I wanted ping pong balls, but we ended up with these big coloured balls. That's why my bag's so big. So I'll write on these and every week draw one out. So last week I drawed the no, not the Stegosaurus. What am I talking about? The chameleon. The chameleon was classed as 3 donut. And let me just show you my chameleon. I'm mainly using Stylecraft Special DK, but then I'm using some colours. This is a new fashion double knitting wool craft. It's from Wool no, not Wool Warehouse, the Little Wool Shop, or the factory shop Toffs sell it there as well. So just whatever I've got really. Now this is him. I'm trying to get his tail to curl up. Anyway, did his little smile. And first finger. Next make 2. Oh. Yes, this was him. Now, sorry, I went a bit off thing then. The donut was really straightforward. The donut, you do that. This is the icing colour. The head was fine. Crocheting on that was absolutely fine as well. The eyes, did the colour eyes. The bit I really struggled was these tiny little feet. I really struggled. Because it told you to use a 2.5mm hook, and you had four single crochets into a little magic ring, and they had to do 2 rows, and it was so tiny. I mean, my fingers are, they're not totally, they're quite nimble really, but I just could not get them. And I did about 4 or 5. You make these 2 little toes, then you join them together. I must have done it 3 or 4 or 5 times, and I was getting so frustrated. So I went to bed, and then woke up the next morning and thought, I'm going to leave the legs off. He's not going to have legs. I thought, no, I can't do that. I've got to tackle them. So he's nearly legless, footless. Anyway, so I thought, no, you can do it. You've got to do it. So instead of doing the magic ring in the end, I decided to chain 2, and for some reason that just made it a bit better. So I chained 2 and then did 4 single crochet into the first chain, and just for some reason that just made it a little bit better. But so yeah, so I was glad to have got that done. So that's my little fella. And like I said, Saga from Oops Crochet. Yeah, I think she struggled with the feet as well, but isn't it? I love how she puts him outside in a little place. That's gorgeous. Yeah, and I think she struggled a little bit with the feet as well. It was just they were so tiny to do. Isn't that lovely? Thank you, Saga, for sending that in. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you for joining along and sending in. Go and see and watch Saga's channel. She's got a lovely channel with her daughter. Right, so that's that one out of the way. I'm hoping that it's not the toucan has got 4 or 5 stars, so I'm really hoping it's not that one. I hope we get a bit of an easy one, but yeah, the toucan is 5 stars. So I'm going to draw. I'm going to rummage right to the bottom, see what we can. I'm going to go right. Let's have a look. Oh, the bunny, page 14. Always remember, must not put that one back in. The bunny, page 14. That doesn't sound too bad. In fact, if it's one of the earlier ones. Oh, it's a 1 star. Thank goodness for that. I don't want anybody to be put off by how difficult they are. So that's nice. I'm gonna hug. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. That's the little bunny. So that's what we've got. Everyone this week. That looks really straightforward. So the basic donut. Oh, it says dark purple. See the back, it shows you more of a purpley than a pink. Doesn't look like dark purple to me. But so the donut base is dark purple and the icing is light purple, omitting the sprinkles. If you use safety eyes, put them between rounds 4 and 5 before sewing the icing onto the base. But I like I said, I'm doing them for little ones, so I'm going to sew on the eyes just so that they're totally safe for little ones. So that's just a 1 donut, like I said, so nice and basic. So that's what we've got. Everyone to do. That'll be a nice change. I'll put a little sticker in there. And that's basically all I've got for this week. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. You've heard me talk about my friend Dot. I went to see her. Hi Dot. I went to see her last Wednesday, and we had a lovely time. She treated me to a coffee, so that was nice. We normally have a cup of coffee and chat in her house, but she needed to go to Specsavers to her glasses that she'd got were way too big. She needed some, but she'd got no one with her at the time to say what suited her and not. So I went with her to help her choose a pair of frames glasses for her. While we were out, she treated me to a coffee, and we had a lovely time. And then she said as we walked into the town, she said she felt a little bit breathless. But anyway, the next day she phoned me. Oh my goodness, she was really, really rough. I could hardly hear her talk. And she'd done a test, she'd got COVID. So that's why she'd phoned me. So I hadn't got any tests. My husband had to, he was out, so he bought a pack, because you have to pay for them now, and we had them free at the beginning. So he bought a pack of 5 tests, which was nearly £10. And the man in the chemist there said, in one of the major hospitals in Wrexham, they've had to shut 3 wards because they've all got COVID, people, and it's everywhere. They were saying, loads of people have got COVID. But I did my test and I was fine, and I feel fine, so I was okay. But I spoke to Dot yesterday, the day before, and she sounds really, really poorly. So hope you get. I know you might watch this, Dot. So I really hope you feel better soon, and you're back on your feet. quickly, because I know you did sound really poorly, but just keep warm, keep in bed, and drink plenty, and keep warm. And I'll see you when you're better. So yeah, didn't catch it luckily. So yeah, it's still everywhere. So you've got to be careful. So keep safe and well. If you're in the UK, just I suppose it's all in all countries, but I know. Shush! Hey! Shush! Hey! You might know his little code have been the noisy one, barking at the little children. I don't know. Good boy. You lie down. Anyway, I'm rambling a little bit, aren't I? So, Minnie, come on, Nick. Come on. Now, Minnie's come to see what Coda's doing. So, what? Come on then. No. So, come on then. No. Can't make up my mind. So, whatever you're doing, whoever you're doing it with, keep safe and keep well. And I love you all, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Bye. Bye.